I'm going to give a quick rundown of the XLOOKUP function in Excel. XLOOKUP is new to Excel 365, and it sort of replaces the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP because it does the same jobs as those two, and it's easier to use. So I'm going to go through how to use the XLOOKUP, both vertically and horizontally. I'm going to go through why it's better than the VLOOKUP and the HLOOKUP, and I'm going to talk about some errors that you might see while you're using it. So here's a table of data about the most popular baby names in New York City in 2017. So in column A, we have the child's first name. In column B, we have the count of babies with that name. And in column C, we have the rank of the most popular baby names. So say I want to use XLOOKUP to find the rank of how popular the name David was. So what I would do is say equals XLOOKUP. My first argument is the lookup value. That's the value that we know. So in this case, David. Second value is the lookup range, and that's the range of cells where David lives. In this case, we're going to use column A. So A:A here means all of column A. We're going to say comma, and we want to find the rank. So rank, third argument here is the return value, and that's where the value that we want XLOOKUP to return lives. In this case, column C. So we'll hit enter, and we see that David is ranked number 4. If we wanted the count of babies named David, we can change this formula so that the return value is column B instead of column C. So we're telling XLOOKUP, okay, find David in column A and find the matching cell in column B. And we get 282. Now XLOOKUP can do the same thing horizontally. So say we want to find the rank of babies named Noah. So we'll come over here and we'll say equals XLOOKUP. Again, the first argument is Noah. That's our lookup value. Second argument is the range of cells where Noah lives. In this case, if we're doing a horizontal search, we can say row 1. And the return range where the rank lives is row 3. So we're telling XLOOKUP, okay, search row 1 for Noah, and then search row 3 for the value that corresponds with Noah. And we get 8 because that's the rank of babies named Noah. Okay, so why is XLOOKUP better than VLOOKUP? Well, you might remember that VLOOKUP can only look from left to right. So you could ask VLOOKUP, okay, for the name Jacob, what was the rank? Because we're looking from left to right. But you couldn't use a VLOOKUP to say, for the baby name ranked number 5, what was the name? Because that's looking from right to left. So in order to look that up with a VLOOKUP, we would need to move this column, rank, all the way to the far left. Whereas with XLOOKUP, we can look from right to left. So if we want to find this out, we can say equals XLOOKUP. We can say 5. In this case, our lookup value is 5. Our lookup range is column C. And our return range is column A. Because we're asking XLOOKUP, okay, for rank number 5, what's the name? And we get Joseph. Another reason that XLOOKUP is better than VLOOKUP is because if we want to move one of these columns, say I want to take column A and move it over here, XLOOKUP updates to still reference that same value. Whereas a VLOOKUP would break or it would start giving you the wrong value depending on what's now in column A. So we're looking at a list of the top 37 baby names. So it's kind of a limited list. So say I use XLOOKUP and I want to find the rank for babies named Ben. So I'm going to say A, my return range is column C, and I get this NA error. And that's because there's no value that matches Ben in all of column A. We have Benjamin, but we don't have a Ben in this value, so we get this NA error. So one thing we can do here, we can add a fourth argument, and this one's optional, but this is the value that XLOOKUP will return if it can't find the lookup value. So we can say name not found as a fourth argument here, and it gives us name not found. If we were to change this to Benjamin, which is in the list, it gives us rank 25, which is the right answer. And it only gives us this name not found if the lookup value isn't included in the lookup range. Okay, now say I want to get the rank of the baby named Mia. So I can say equals XLOOKUP Mia. I'll say my lookup range is all of column A, and my return range, I'll say, is this group of cells. And that's going to give me another error, the value error. And we get that when the lookup range and the return range are different sizes. So they need to be the same sort of size and shape. So in order to fix this, I can either change my return range to be all of column C. So all of column A and all of column C. Now my two ranges are the same size. That's going to work. Another thing I can do is say I'll grab A1 through A11, and then I'll grab C1 through C11, and that'll also work. So that's a quick overview of the XLOOKUP function. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, hit that thumbs up button. Thanks.